All right, welcome back to another Sledgehammer Tie-Dyes episode. Today we're going to be doing a Colander Spiral. It's not something I have too much of experience with, but they look cool, so let's give it a shot. So we're going to start off by placing our center of the spiral. Again, I'm just kind of placing it wherever. You can put it wherever you want. And so let's start spiraling this up. So what I've seen from some of the other spirals, the Colander spirals at least, is you don't have to be like super tight. You're not trying to do a super spiral to get over this guy. In fact, if you're a little bit looser, you tend to get more feathers in the gravity aspect of it, or at least that's what I understand. So let's get going. And there we have it. So yeah, I didn't even use my pleating tool to try to like get everything like super pleated up or anything like that. Just a quick spiral. So now we need our colander. So we're just gonna take this guy and very gently lay him right over the top. And try to get that center point as close to the center of your colander. Like I can feel right here, it needs to go that way a little bit. So that's pretty good. Okay, so now we need to get that on top of a rack. And there we have it. So the colors I'm going to be using for this guy are going to be Strawberry Skies, Mystic Blue, Pine Barrens, and Snakebite. So now I'm going to place the dye. I'm only going to place the dye at the very top of this guy. And I'm going to put it in 4 even pie sections. So let's start off with Pine Barrens because it's right in front of me. And I'm going to be putting the greens opposite of each other. So next to the Pine Barrens, I'm going to go with Mystic Blue. And moving on, I'm going to put the Snakebite up here, in between next to the blue rather, across from the Pine Barrens. And then lastly, we're going to be putting on the Strawberry Skies in that last spot. And there we have it. All right, we just need to throw a little bit of soda ash right on top of this. And then up next is the ice. So I've got another colander that I use, and I just kind of set that right on top gently. Make sure it's lined up as best you can. And then we're just gonna pour ice right into there. And honestly, that might be more ice than we actually need. I'll just kind of keep an eye on it over the next couple hours, and once I see the color get all the way to the bottom of the shirt, then I'll just pick out the rest and call it done, let it sit. But for the meantime, I'll let that go and we'll come back in about 24 hours for the rinse out. Okay, so it's been about 24 hours. Let's get this guy washed out. All right, so this is what we have. Definitely got some nice flowy, drippy bits. But let's throw it in the wash and see what comes out. Okay, so here we have it. Came out pretty cool. Definitely got a lot of nice feathering going on. So this is only my second colander dye that I've ever done, and I'm very quickly seeing that these are extremely unpredictable, but very cool indeed. I like how the strawberry skies, how they went off like that. Kind of had this little bit of like a negative space, but it really only just gives it extra contrast. So I'm okay with that. The Pine Barrens really kind of took over in this corner, and that Mystic Blue just kind of got a little bit eaten up, but it still pokes through and adds in some nice bits. But yeah, just to show you how different these can be, the first shirt that I made was actually the exact same shirt. I made with the same colors and the same placements. And this is how this one turned out. So you can see quite different, very, very different. This one, that Mystic Blue really stuck around, and the Pine Barrens just kind of faded into the Strawberry Skies. But in this one, the Strawberry Skies didn't really have much of a chance to show off what it can do, but it still had a lot of nice, you know, runny, feathery bits. But this one, while different, is still very cool. I do really like how the Strawberry Skies turned out in this one. It wasn't quite as defined as a spiral as the previous one. Not quite sure why that happened, because I literally did the exact same thing. I didn't like pull that one into a very tight spiral either. But after, you know, after everything's said and done, I still really like this. So yeah, if you liked it as well, be sure to give it a like and subscribe, and throw a comment down below if you got an idea for something else that I should do, maybe some color suggestions. But yeah, so for now, that's Sledgehammer Tie-Dyes out.